Welcome back to Payout, everyone. Ham here, and Rachel is in the hot seat working away. I'm actually just going to cut her off here a little bit. Just whoa up, Rachel, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get her to empty this out. I'll leave the trailer here for a bit, and we're going to go and get the mower and tractor and start. I'll leave this about here. So yeah, about 2,500 liters in there. We are going to have to come back pretty soon to help unload her again, because it's going to be like a couple of laps before it's full again. But what I do want to do is let's just check here, because with the mowing job I picked up, it's this small field down here. I probably should leave the pickup truck here and run over and get the tractor and mower, because we're literally just on the other side of the motorway. Yeah, I can do that. I can just run up there. That's a much better idea. And that way I can just sort of come back. I've got Rachel to help me to maneuver some vehicles around later, so that's totally fine. But what I'll do is I'll leave this here. I'll scoot on over and get the mower and tractor. And then what I'll do is we'll kick off on the mowing. We'll get back and we'll help Rachel unload, and we'll keep transporting. So I've just had Walter call, everyone, and Walter wants me to do one of his big fields for mowing. So this is actually good news for us. People are still wanting us to do the mowing for them, which is fantastic. I'll just, before I whip into this driveway, I'll show you. It's this big field down here. We've done it twice already before, once with the ride-on and once with this setup. It actually didn't take too long with this setup. So look, the work's starting to come thick and fast, which is what we want, because we need that work. Right, we're off and running. There we go. Yeah, so we've got a couple of big mowing contracts to do now, so that's really good for us. We got Rachel in the hot seat, really going to be helping us out, which is fantastic for us also. And we're just going to have to periodically get back and help her unload that lot. And then transport these sunflowers. I don't know if we'll end up getting that other sunflower field today, but I'm hoping there's going to be some more tomorrow. It's just going to be hard to tell if there will be or not. I'm going to have to do a U-turn here. Look, if I have to get that other stuff later, we will. But for the moment, we'll just keep a nice sort of easy flow to this field. And that way we can crack on and getting plenty more done. All right. Job's done. We'll pack that up. We'll go up because Rachel is 80% full. She'll be over 80% full now, no doubt. But we'll go up and empty that, and then we can go down and get set up down the bottom. It's a shame, you know, like I don't have the ability to attach some kind of like motorbike to the back of the tractor, so I can fly up there on the motorbike and so forth. But it is what it is. We're going to manage it. It is allowing me to get multiple things done at once. The management of tractors and vehicles and stuff between the two of us is a little bit difficult, but I'm happy. I'm very happy that we're getting multiple jobs done at the moment, because this would have probably taken me a lot longer to do all these jobs by myself. So what I might just do, I might just get Rachel to fill up the trailer as much as she can while we're off mowing, and then what I'll do is I'll make the trip up to come and get the car and trailer when she's done it. It's either that, or maybe I'll get her, how are we going to do that? Maybe if I get her to bring the pickup down where I'm mowing, and then I'll drive it back up, then I'll drive the pickup back down. There's a lot of logistical nightmare to sort of deal with here to make it a bit easier for us. I'm just wondering if it's worth it. She drives me down in the pickup. I take the tractor down, she follows me in the pickup. I then take her back is probably the best idea. I don't know. Or I just keep coming up in the tractor, which is a tiny bit slower. Rachel's just over there waiting for us. Yeah, unfortunately, look, we've got a great combine. Yes, the hopper's probably not the biggest one in the bunch. I tell you what, though, I'd love to own this big field. Okay, let's go ahead and go and unload Rachel. Looks like she's on the inside of the sunflowers too. We might be alright driving through there with the ute, but I typically don't like to. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to drive through the crop. Here we go. It may end up being that she's probably going to be still running with some stuff in her hopper as well. It's this one here we're doing. We're taking it to the same place. Okay, that's easy. Easy as might. Yeah, what I might go ahead and do is I'll work it out with Rachel in a bit of a cut after we've done this sunflower stuff. Alright, so she's done there. Great. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and take this load down there now. Yeah, I'm actually thinking... yeah. After we've bring this back, after we've taken this down and I bring it back up, I'll get her to follow me down in the pickup. Yeah, and then I'll bring it back up and then I'll come back down and so forth. And that way we've got the pickup with us. We're straight into it today though, aren't we? Normally I talk a lot, faff about, but these episodes I hope we get a bit of a roll on where we're just work, stuff to do. And the more fields we start to get, the more property we start to own, the busier and the better it's going to be for us also. Right, first load being dropped in. Don't forget that we had some of the last job in here as well. I don't think it'll count towards... no, it should just count towards the field we're doing. You're indicating, by the way, Ham. Yeah, my bad. Alright, 36% transported. I don't want to transport too much. I'd love to have... we're going to have to be really careful. Oh, are we? I don't think it'll matter too much, actually. Because I want to make sure I can harvest that whole field without being stopped. Like, you've done too much. Either way, alright, I'm going to sort this logistical nightmare out with Rachel anyway. I'll get these vehicles moved around. I'll get her moved around. And I'll see you when we're down. We're actually down there doing the mowing field. And then we'll go back up and help out Rachel. Alright, logistical nightmare done. However, we have got a lot of work inbound. Rachel's still up there fine. She's doing well. The trailer will need emptying soon, but that's okay. I think it's 60% full. We've just got a contract urgently to do this field before we do the big field next door. However, Walter has contacted me also, and he wants us to do farmland 80 here for cultivating. Now, the good thing is, Walter already has his vehicles up there ready to go for us. So what I will do is Rachel is less than a half, potentially maybe just about half of this field to go anyway. She'll crack on with that. I'll get this field done. We will go ahead and start on this field as well. But depending on how we go, we might get Rachel over here working on this one, and then we can go ahead and tidy up our field and this one to finish off with also. And then while Rachel's working on that, we can finish off this field. Either way, there's a bit of a logistical nightmare we've got to sort out with with what's going on here. But I'm all for it, because more work means more money. And if people are starting to call on us to do the work, then how good? How good, right? You know I'm right. All right. So what we'll do, like I said, is we'll crack on getting all these jobs done today, because more jobs is more money. More money is more ways we can spend it on stuff we need for the farms that we need to get also. Another job done. What we'll do is we will go ahead and put this tractor, we might just tuck it through the bush here, get up and get over here ready to go. We'll run back through, just unpack you here, because we are going to need to get ready for a mow of a lifetime through here. So what I'll do is I'll just get this thing lined up over here, but switched off so no one hurts themselves. All right, so we'll keep that there. All right, let's go and head up. We'll get in the pickup, we'll go up, and we will actually, yeah. So Rachel's hopper is 80% full. Yeah, and we'll go and take the next load down. I'm hoping we take the next load of grain down, or sorry, sunflower seeds, unload them, and we're still going to not have completed the job that we're going to be able to go back and fill up and complete the field that we're doing there. Right, there's Rachel there. She's going up the way we want to be going as well. We're speeding down here. I know we've got to be careful we don't do ourselves a mischief, all in the name of just trying to get stuff done. All right, let's go and unload the load she's got. Then we will be able to drop off, and she should be able to get that complete with that, and with the trailer we should be fine, I think. We'll go ahead and take this. She's got 4,000, I think 4,000 on board. I think that's what we remember saying, don't we? Either way, another nice big load. And we'll see. Well, don't run into us, Rachel, crikeys. My gosh. Not as bad as Gary. At least she's still working. Gary'd be gone. Well, Gary is gone. What am I saying? Well, I guess when it rains, it pours, doesn't it? I'm actually thriving on being busy. I'm loving just, we got to go over here. Now we got to do this. Now we got to do that. Because I know by the end of all this hard work, we're going to get paid. Just love it. All right, let's see where what percentage this is going to put us at. I'm hoping not too much. Brilliant. So what I think we will do, I'll just go back down. I'll leave the trailer on me. I don't think she'll finish off the field, but she may. Oh, this way, Ham. This way. But either way, yeah, I'll just head over and we'll start getting set up for mowing our job, and then we can go up and get Rachel set up on the cultivating job. So we'll just go ahead and we will hand this contract in. There's another 2K in the back pocket. Those little jobs are really going to help us. Oh, the doggy's having a big sneeze. Hanky's having a big sneeze. They're really going to help us just pay for the wages we've got going forward. I just hopped in the tractor to get off and Rachel's called. She is almost full up there. So we better go and rush up and unload Rachel. I tell you what, gang, the amount of driving around I've done today, I wish Gary was back. Oh, man. Yeah, Rachel's just text. There it is. You can see Rachel's text. She is full in the hopper, so we better go unload that and help her get on her way. Man, if Gary was here, I would have less logistic jobs to do, put it that way. Or I could just do the running around in between like the boss man while these two were doing what they need to do. But it is what it is. Maybe one day we'll have the full team back together. Wouldn't that be the dream team back together? Time is definitely ticking along in the day, though. Man, time flies, does it not? When you've got all these jobs going on. I think I've tried to start that big field, mowing it twice now. Let's, hopefully there's not too many more interruptions. Oh, good, Rachel's just down here. So what I'm going to do is just unload this, unhitch it. Oh. Okay. Whoa. I'm gonna have to. The handbrake doesn't work too well in the old pickup. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to get that handbrake tensioned. That's for sure. The old handbrake cable. Oh, dearie me. Right. Another 1,000 and should do it. I think Rachel will get this done in that time. Yeah, I think she'll be fine in that time. With what she's got left there. So I'll go ahead and leave the trailer up the top here, actually. Yeah, there we go. Almost 5K. So, I mean, look, 4.9, almost 5,000 litres in that hopper. That's not too bad. I'll go ahead and leave this up the top up here. Because no doubt what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to come back and pick Rachel up and drop her off. So I'm just going to leave that there. I'll have to drop her off at the cultivating job. Wonder if I should just wait for her. She's going to be finished that pretty quick, isn't she? Yeah, okay. Rather than driving back, I might just take 5 minutes to have a bit of a feed myself. We'll let Rachel finish this. And by that time, we can then take her over to the cultivating job while we finish off the mowing. Well, Rachel's headed over. She actually walked over. She went to go stop back at my place and get some food anyway, but she just walked over to start the job. She's already, because that cultivating job's right next to our field. If you just have a look on here, I'll show you on the job board, but we'll probably drive by and see Rachel anyway. Yeah, Rachel's just over here. She just stopped at my place to get a drink and get something to eat and snack, because we filled up the fridge earlier when I picked her up. But so she's all good. She's had a bit of a break and she's off. Again, doing the cultivating. I just said I'll finish up over here, no worries, because we need to leave our combine over here for our field. But it means I can just sort of whip this last couple of little bits that she missed, or just didn't finish. All good. Anyway, it doesn't matter because, like I said, this is the most productive we've been in a long time. It'd be really good if we could get Rachel on board full time. It just really would, because you can already see today in how much work we can get through. Probably also it looks good for Walter. Walter can see that we're serious. He's calling me up. He wants us to do extra work. So we've got our own fields to tend to. We're starting to. It's nothing but positives for us if we can get a worker to help us. And especially Rachel would be the real thing. But signing Rachel from her job though is going to be the toughest thing. Only because she gets paid a lot where she is. She's the farm manager of a pretty big, lucrative farm where she is. So you try and convince anyone to come to start for a bloke who's got a business like this. I guess the best thing going for us is the fact we've got previous history with Rachel. We paid her well. She was the manager at our farm. We did pretty well. So yeah, that's probably the only thing going for us in that aspect. I'm not going to drive through their field, am I? No, I could go around. I might just go over and get this thing set up over at our field. Look how filthy this is. We need to get some kind of sponge and bucket. No, we need a pressure hose to wash off all this sunflower guck. Field guck. Field muck? Yeah, sure. Right, I'm just going to lower that. I'll pick it up, sorry. Leave you just there for a bit. You poor girl, you're so filthy already. But what a brilliant... I'm so stoked in that harvester. Absolutely wrapped in that. And I'm really glad the guys at the shop picked up on that hydraulic issue the other day before we actually went out in the field and, you know... broke down in the middle of the field, because that would have been nightmarish. Just goes to show how the guys and girls up at that workshop, how good they are at their job. Right, let's go and get this delivered. Hey, oh, it's a busy road, this one at the moment. Right, let's get in here. Let's unload this and see what we're going to make for a year on 97%. We've got 4% to fill, and then the rest is ours. But don't forget, it's sort of the knock-on effect from the previous field also. Man, we are losing. Here we go. Here's the money. It's starting to tick in. I mean, we probably could have kept this to sell it at a better time, but look at that team. 12K. In the bank. Let's go ahead and hand that contract in as well. It's this one here. You friggin' beauty. We've got this one to go. Hey, gang. You can see the scoreboard ticking up. Look at that 25K sitting handsomely in our back pockets now. This is why we need Rachel on our team. We get stuff done. Time to get into the next time lapse, I would say.
We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night. Just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop.
she's 22% from being finished on that field, so she's cracking along with that job. We're probably going to finish just behind her with this job, but we're going to do it next episode, gang. Yes, that's right. We've got Rachel for another month, remember, so we're going to try and make the most of Rachel's help. And I don't want to get her here to just make her work her guts out. I'll give her plenty of time off. I'm actually thinking about letting her have the evening off after she finishes that cultivating job. I'll go and do the harvesting job so she can maybe go to the pub, the tavern, but I also selfishly kind of want her to ask around about Gary. Maybe she'll have a bit more, because the people don't know her that well in town at the moment, so maybe she might be able to get some more information about the locals, about Gary, to see if anything's happened or if anyone knows anything. So that's what I'm kind of hoping on, but also so she can have some time off from all her help today. She had a big trip to get here, then she was straight in the combine all day and then straight cultivating a field. So I will shout her dinner and everything. Don't you guys worry. I'll make sure that all her expenses are covered and she's good to go. But I will see you all next episode, where we're going to finish off this field. We're going to crack on with our own harvest. Finally, we'll get to our own harvest. But I feel like we've made some damn good progress today, everyone. We have made some actually good progress. Our bank balance is looking healthier. We don't owe any money. There was a sale. Our little Landini came up for sale, but unfortunately, I'm not in the market for anything small at 70 horsepowers anymore. Put it that way. Look, the next things we're probably going to have to get, we need to figure out how we're going to be able to cultivate our own farm, whether or not, like I said, we borrow that stuff off Walter, if he's going to let us or not. We will see, or we're able to maybe get something that has the ability to pull a plow ourselves. A plow with some substance, not like a small 1.5 meter plow. I ain't using 1.5 meter plows. I'll tell you that much for nothing. All right, so stay safe, stay glued to your screen, and we'll be back next episode. What an absolute crazy episode this was, but such a satisfying one. Get out of here.